either control your life like a chess master or become someone else's pawn. So choose wisely. My name is Anna and welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to see you here. And today we're gonna reach our destiny. Yeah, I'm gonna share some rules I use in my daily life to plan. I love planning. I cannot live without planning. So I'm gonna share it with you so you can reach any goal you desire in this year. I almost forgot how I love to say that. Okay, let's go. So, rule number 1 is discipline over motivation. Because sunshine motivation ain't gonna leave you nowhere. Nowhere, because one day you got that motivation, another day you don't. Motivation is just an emotion. Sometimes you feel it, sometimes don't, but you have to act every day. Like you have to be persistent. And yeah, it's not like I'm gonna start from Monday, I cannot do it today, I got no motivation, I got no results, so I'm gonna start next week, next month, next year. No. You gotta choose. Like fear of like fear, I'm sorry. I forgot the word. Okay, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. Because if you don't start today, tomorrow you won't be better. See, the point is not reaching like the final point, but to like enjoy the way and become better every single day, because this journey is all about you. Yeah, and you know what's the best? Every your choice, every decision can lead you forward. If you decide to start today, tomorrow you can be a better person. It's like one step back, one step forward, one after another. And sometimes it's gonna be easier, sometimes you will not want to do like anything, but you have to do. Nothing changes if nothing changes. If you always do what you always did, you will always get what you always got. Like, it's obvious. You're so delusional because you believe that tomorrow you'll be alive. But who said that? Who said that? You cannot waste any minute, any second of your life, because honey, time is money. And rule number 2, always get a strategy. You gotta be like Mafia here. like think like a chess player. Like always 5 moves ahead, always 5 steps ahead. You gotta think like, okay, I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna do that, and if anything happens I got a plan B. And like, yeah, you gotta be prepared for the future. Of course you cannot like predict it, but you can plan it. As always I do. So you're gonna have like a final goal that you can achieve and a deadline. And if that goal is like very big, like break it into milestones, like monthly milestones, yearly milestones. It's like the result you want to get in a month, in 2 months, in 3 months, and so on, in a year, in 5 years, and the final result. And also I write like weekly missions. Like my missions for this week is to do that and that and that and that. In my head it's not masked like that, and I know that this week I should do this and this and this, and I don't panic. I just write it like to-do list, like the same like the missions for the week. It's the tasks for the day, because to reach that final goal you should do something to get there every single day. Even if I'm not at the point where I planned to be, I'm okay. Like, I did my best. I know that because I worked every single day. And guys, persistency over perfection is the key. Because like, I know people that say like, I wanted to do this week, but I did all that I wanted to do on Monday, but on Tuesday I I didn't have resource, and then I didn't have motivation to do something on Wednesday, so I want to start from Monday. And I'm like, what? where's logic in that? Like, no, that's not how that works. If you wanna reach that goal, you gotta be disciplined. There's no other way. If you wanna reach that goal, you gotta do something for that every single day, even if it is the plan minimum. But still, you do that, and you know that you did everything you could. You like performed the best way you could. Rule number 3: master your habits. Yeah, as I said before, to get where you want to get in the future, you gotta do everything you can do today. So if you are like the same person as you are now, you're gonna stay here forever, because the version of you that lives in that reality you want to make for yourself is different. You should know like everything. You gotta envision that version of you, like every detail about them, to know what they like, what they don't like, their priorities, their responsibilities, their habits, everything. Because you cannot become them if if you don't even know whom you want to become. Rule number 4: focus. You should be literally indestructible. Because, honey, if, for example, you want to get into Harvard, what would you do? Like, go party with friends or go study? It's obviously that you would go study. Why? Because that's your priority. So you gotta have those priorities for yourself. And your parents, your relationships, your friends, anyone, they cannot distract you. Like, you should be really stubborn here. No, I'm gonna do what I have to do, and only then I can go party with you, or I can go and spend some time with you. So yeah, that's your priorities. And if you do something, you should like be totally focused on that. If you do that work, you commit to it. And you don't rest until you finish. Yeah, it's it's easier said than done, but all the pain I feel now from discipline, like when I am where I want to be, I'll like look at me now and like, thank you for doing this, thank you for everything you did, because you brought me here, you did it. And yeah, that's how you should look at yourself, and at all those like times when you feel like you don't want to do anything, and you feel like you don't want to study, you feel like you don't want to go work out, whatever you do, and whatever your goals are. But yeah, you got my point. And also, your limiting beliefs cannot distract you, and of course other people's opinions, just forget about them. like so many people told me I couldn't learn English, I couldn't go abroad, I couldn't that and everything. And you know what? Every time they say that to me was like my motivation. Okay, I'm gonna prove you wrong. I'm gonna prove you wrong. And yeah, they think so because of their limited mindset. They call you delusional because they cannot allow themselves even to dream about something. Like, imagine that life when you want something and you cannot even dream about that because you constantly tell yourself, like, no, you can't do that, you can't do that. Rule number 5. Oh, I'm so feminine. So, rule number 5: prioritize. Prioritize tasks. Yes, is that important? Yes, 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 yes. As I said before, every time you like make a to-do list for a day, if you don't make like a timeline, you should prioritize tasks. You should know what's the most important, what's in the middle, and what's the least important, because when you ain't got enough time, or like something changes, like unpredictable changes, you know what you have to do, like what's not non-negotiable, because otherwise you will do like unnecessary tasks and don't complete like the most important one. Rule number 6: procrastination. We don't accept that. Like, no. For you should forget what that word means. Like, forget it. You never knew that word and its meaning. No, 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 no. Honey, if you fear something, because when you got like massive mission and it's obvious that to achieve that you gotta leave your comfort zone. And yes, leaving your comfort zone is, guess what, uncomfortable. And I feel like English doesn't love me, but anyway. Yeah, so what was I talking about? Wait, procrastination. So yeah, no tomorrows, no next weeks, next years, next lives. No, we do everything we have to do today. Because I know people, they are like, oh, I didn't manage to do the important tasks today, so I'm gonna do them tomorrow, and in addition to the tasks that I have to do tomorrow. No, honey, I guarantee you 70% that you're not gonna do any of the tasks you leave for tomorrow and any tasks that you planned for tomorrow, because it's gonna be too much. And if you like struggling with procrastination, just try a 5-second rule. Like, every time you want to procrastinate something, like count like 5, 6, 3, 4, 1, and okay. Let's go. Yeah, I used to procrastinate a lot, and usually I procrastinate because I fear something, or it's uncomfortable, or I'm just tired. And when this summer I worked in Turkey in animation team, and I usually like, I'm an ambivert and I need to be alone, but And at work, I had to talk to people constantly, like dance with people, talk to people, do some activities with them, and it was like overwhelming. And I wanna, I wanna like close the doors. I'm like, attention, the doors are closing. I'm not available for like 2 months. No, I didn't want to talk. Literally, I didn't want to talk to anyone. And yeah, every time like I worked 6 days a week, and every time I had to go to work, but I didn't want to go to work. I'm like I was like, okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to make money. We're not going to work. No, we're going to make money. And rule number 7, romanticize it. Like, literally live this journey. I love romanticizing everything. And I'm preparing for Ukrainian national exam because I want to get into university in Kharkiv first. Yeah, that's my milestone. That's not like the final mission. So, but anyway, it's hard. I should take the history of Ukraine, but unfortunately I didn't learn that in school. So I should go through the whole school program in 2 months. Yeah. And obviously I don't want to study the history of Ukraine every day, but I have to. And what I do, I imagine that I lived in those times, like whatever, the Cossacks, for example, and I went to war and everything. And when I take notes, I imagine that I'm just writing a memoir, like a diary that everyone in this lifetime will be studied. And when I like take tests, it's almost like I'm remembering the things that I experienced in my previous life. It really feels like that. Like, guys, imagination is everything, and you can enjoy anything, literally anything. If you don't love something, for example, I don't know, wash the dishes, it's because you cannot romanticize it. And rule number 8, reflect, learn from your mistakes, reward yourself and track your progress, because honey, you cannot grow if you don't learn from your mistakes. Because how can you get better if you like repeat the same mistake again and again and again and again? That's why you should like every week really sit and look what you accomplished, what you didn't do, why didn't you do that. Reward system, I love it. Yeah, I noticed that when I got a reward system for a day, I finished all the tasks really faster, because I know when I finish this, I can go and eat this, I can go and buy this, I can go and do this. And like the best thing about that is when you go and take what you wanted to take or buy, is you go knowing that I did it. I didn't want to do that at all, but I did it. I'm like, I am the best. Yeah. And I'm gonna achieve anything I want. Yes, because it's written for me, and I know that. And that's why I work so hard every single day. And yeah, when you get those rewards, you truly feel that way. So, and also You should track your progress, because when you got like a milestone, I should achieve this by the end of this month. If you didn't do something like last week, you should catch up on this the next week. And also, it's one of my favorite parts, network. See, people can help you a lot. All the possibilities come from people. Rule number 10. I've mentioned this in this video like 100 times. But anyway, guess what it is? Yes, consistency. You should stay loyal to yourself, because being consistent is staying loyal for yourself. It's like the same way in a relationship. It's not always easy to stay loyal. It's not always easy, and yeah, but you have to, because you owe that to yourself. You owe that. And your little child is like rooting for you, carrying that dream, that vision, and like, don't you want to show that that inner child the world they're craving for? Like, it's so beautiful. Like, they got that vision, and you bring that vision into reality. And just imagine your inner child like jumping, like, oh my god, you did it, you did it, you did it, I knew you would do it. And yeah, it's such an incredible feeling. Like, do that for yourself. And every time you want to procrastinate, just imagine your child being disappointed, like, why don't you want me to be happy? Don't you want me to like live in that reality? Rule number 11. Just do it. Yes, you should leave your comfort zone. You should face your fears. You should face your insecurities, and just totally try to be like a different you, with another mindset, another habits, another everything. Because if you wanna change your life, you gotta change yourself first. Because the version, as I said before, the version of you that lives in that reality is totally different from you that sits here and looking at me. Yeah. Rule number 12. Visualize and manifest. I love it. This is my favorite part. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it so much. Yeah, this is what my life's all about. What I do, just take a pen and paper and write like or journal like everything I wanna achieve in this life. I just write it down in the present tense. Yeah, and every morning and every evening I just visualize myself in the future I want to create for myself, and I just feel like everything, the smells, the temperature, like the emotions I will feel at that time. And I love it so much. It just feels so good. It really feels like I'm already there. She's there thanks to me, because I work so hard. Yeah. So honor yourself. Like, you don't even realize how much you do. I could write it like so weird ways sometimes. I got a diagnosis, right? And sometimes I write like the patient, like the chronicles, like the patient is still dreaming of Harvard. Condition unstoppable. Yeah, it sounds weird, but it's actually so fun. Rule number 13. Remember your why and don't give up. Don't give up. I'm not a singer. No, singing doesn't love me. So every time you want to give up, just remember why you started. Yeah, and remember how far you've come. And if you're gonna stop here, all that work and all that time is gonna just waste. It's gonna be just wasted. Yeah, and you don't want to betray yourself, right? And firstly, you do that for yourself, for your inner child, for your soul to be happy and to complete their mission on earth. And yeah, if you study something, not English, or English, I don't know, you should know what you're doing it for. Like, for example, if you want to get in the university of your dream and that's your why, because if you just study English to study English or study math to study math, you're gonna give up, and you're gonna give up very soon, because discipline requires the reason why you do that, because at hard times when your brain will be like, oh, maybe not today, why do we do that? And you're gonna be like, really? Why do I waste my time on this? Why do I really do that? And you gotta have the answer for your brain, like, we do that to get into that university, and I don't care if you want to do this or not, we're gonna do this. I know it's uncomfortable, I know you're tired, but hey, honey, I'm a future millionaire. I gotta work for that. Yeah, that's how you should talk to your brain. Rule number 14. Keep going through hell. Honey, when you're in hell, don't stop going. Be patient, honey. It's gonna be hard as... Yeah, and the hardest part is not the work, the hard work you do, like working or studying on late nights or early mornings, discipline. No, that's the easy part, honey. The worst part is your fears, your doubts, and the most terrifying part, I hate it, when you work like for the long time and you put immense effort and time and resources and money in the thing you're working on, but you get no results, and you're like, what the universe, what's wrong? I'm waiting, give me the results. Wait, I gave you that time, that energy, and I'm waiting for the energy back. The energy in money, or the least. Sometimes you don't get results that early, but at some point it just booms. Yeah, sometimes that's how it works. So if you work for so long and you work hard but you get no results, it's totally okay. That doesn't mean that you cannot do that. That doesn't mean that you're not talented, or you're worse than others, or you're back. No. This stagnancy isn't a bad thing. It's just honey, everything happens at the perfect time, and maybe it's not the right time yet, but it doesn't mean that it's not the right mission for you. And rule number 15, be your own cheerleader. That's why my family and everyone around is just looking at me like I'm crazy, because I am. Yeah. What I do is actually if I don't want to do something, or I accomplished the thing I didn't want to do, I'm like, nah, good job. I'm dancing and jumping Ew! Why should we be our critics if the whole world Like the whole world is criticizing us. Why can't I be my own cheerleader? Like, why? I can. I can. I decided that I can. It means that I can because it's my choice. It's my decision. And yeah, I'm gonna support myself and lead myself and cheer myself up because, yeah, I love myself and I know that I did a great job and I deserve that. Like, it's the bare minimum I deserve. Yeah. And you should think the same. Why not? Rule number 16. Rise up your vibrations. Because, honey, if you wake up like this, and don't even say to people around you good morning, um, you're not gonna get what you want to get because the version of you that lives in that reality, they're vibrating high, like a level of consciousness or love or joy, whatever, but they're vibrating high, and the thing they get is also vibrating high. I think something's wrong with my memory. It looks like I got 11 gigabytes. Gigabyte? Yes. And the memory is full. Just use all the negativity as your power. Use your pain as your power. See, you are like the greatest alchemist. You should alchemize all of that. If you feel angry, you can use that power because, see, anger is adrenaline. Yeah, and that adrenaline you can use to work out, you can use to build an empire because adrenaline is power. You cannot imagine what I can do with with adrenaline in my veins. Yeah. And if you're sad, like transmute it into something like creativity, like be creative. Every time I feel like sad or disappointed or something that happens in my life, I like to draw or paint or dance and sing. I cannot sing. No, I can't sing if I want to. Yeah. Your pain is the key. Like the version of myself I am now, I wasn't always like that. Like I was so vulnerable, like child abused and never loved by anyone around. And everything that happened to me in my childhood, I'm gonna tell in the book. Pain is energy, that pain is resource that I just alchemized and build up like a totally new life. Pain, it always leaves you with a gift, and those gifts, guys, they worth all the pain. Yeah, because you grow and everything that happens in your life, you've chosen yourself before birth, and you should embrace it. Like every change, even if it terrifies you, embrace it, embrace pain. And finally, rule number 17, last but not least, believe in yourself. Like sunshine. You don't even realize how far you've come and how far you can go. I was meditating the last time, and I set the intention to like meet my own soul, and I saw it. When I looked in the eyes of my soul, when I like watched its shining and felt that energy, that potential, I was scared. Honestly, I was scared. And when I fully realized my power, I it was like epiphany. I don't know. I just realized how powerful we all are. And that's all for today. I love you guys so much. Yes, I love you and appreciate you. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Love you.